Hear that sound? Listen to it again. That great and wonderful sound belongs to the king of rock and roll, James Brown. Listen to that. Holy donuts, can't you just die? It's so great. Of course, that's the Beatles, kings of the vocal groups. Now, are you ready for your shoelaces to snap? This is one of my personal favorites. That one just destroyed my jelly beans. Yes, happy hearts, I knew you'd recognize it. That's the all-time rock and roll king, Elvis Presley. Oh, how the world loves rock and roll. Everybody loves rock and roll.
I hate rock and roll.
What's that? Where'd that come from?
I hate rock and roll.
How dare you? Who are you?
My name is Mr. Hate Smith, and I hate rock and roll. I hate rock and roll.
Sir, are you trying to shrink my soupy sales sweatshirt? Would you have me blow my cool? Do you mean to stand there and knock the rock?
Would you believe roll as well as rock?
Please, please, please. You mean old dirty man. Please, Mr. Hate Smith, don't knock the... of our beloved rock and roll idols. Without those sounds, their voices are just chicken soup. But this plea of great concern meant nothing to Mr. Hate Smith.
Your plea of great concern means nothing to me because I have in my possession a deadly throat snatcher. And I, yes I, Mr. Hate Smith, with the help of my trusty throat snatcher, am going to snatch the... from the voices of the world's favorite rock and roll stars.
And sure enough, Mr. Hate Smith did just that. Faster than you could say the Rolling Stones, Mr. Hate Smith turned on his deadly throat snatcher and stole the... The world was all shook up. It was the eve of destruction and the sound of silence all rolled up in one. Because what good is living without rock and roll? Who stole the... cried the disc jockeys. Who stole the... cried the daughters of the American Revolution. Who stole the... cried the teenagers the world over. But have no fear. Look, up in the sky.
It's a missile.
It's the state of Connecticut.
No, it's COLOREDMAN.
You bet your sweet Girl Scout cookies it was Colored Man. Mighty Colored Man was on the job and Mr. Hate Smith was in trouble. Colored Man scanned the concert halls and conservatories for Mr. Hate Smith. Nothing. But mustering his acute owl capacities, high-flying Colored Man zeroed in on a Greenwich Village coffee house where Mr. Hate Smith was discovered fiddling an obscure Tchaikovsky concerto to his sweet little beatnik mother, who was completely engrossed in a chess game. Colored Man swooshed down to earth.
Zoom! Checkmate, Mr. Hate Smith. You dirty, mean old man. I can't respect you for what you've done. You're the one who stopped the rock from rolling. And that's not nice. Now either give back the... or I'll have you incarcerated.
Holy Mozart! Anything but that! I give up! It's over there. The throat snatcher is in my violin case.
Quickly, Colored Man wrenched open the violin case, and sure enough, there they were.
Now, Mrs. Smith, if I were you, I'd move my knight to King's Bishop 4.
Thank you, Sonny.
Yes, Colored Man had saved rock and roll. James Brown had his... The Beatles had their... And Elvis had his... And I have a headache.